All right, when you're down in life, it seems like you can't get a break. I remember when I was young, just out of college or in college, struggling, finally get a few extra bucks in your pocket and somebody rams you in traffic or your car breaks down. I mean, when you got money, it never breaks down. But you always get the speeding ticket when you can least afford it. It's sort of Murphy's Law in life. When you're down on your luck, when you're on the mat, you can never seemingly get a break. Conversely, when things are going well, money falls into your lap. There's $100. Pull out your jeans from the dryer. There's a Hunsky. Wait a minute at that. I got a Hunsky. I forgot about the $700 in chips from Vegas. What about that? I mean, jobs appear from nowhere. Your real estate through the roof. It's the same in sports. When you're on the mat, tough to get up. When you're hot, you get all the breaks. Take hockey. Trying to do everything right. Everything. The sport's improved. Who do they get in the NHL Stanley Cup Finals? Ottawa. Not red-hot Buffalo. Not Sidney Crosby, the star. Not the Rangers. No, Ottawa. Nielsen ratings don't even cover Canada. So essentially, for ratings, it is a one-team Stanley Cup Final. The NHL is just like us when we were young. Can't get a break. It's the same with the NBA right now. NBA's scrapping. NBA's struggling. Shaq D-Wade bounced. The exciting Mavs bounced. The exciting Suns bounced. All the sweeps in the East. Lakers out. The best teams are either in the small cities like San Antonio or non-basketball ones like Dallas. The NBA's dying for a break. Instead, Dallas and Phoenix are out, and San Antonio and Detroit look like defensive-minded teams in the NBA Finals, and that's never resonated. For the record, you want proof? Spurs didn't sell out the first game of the Western Conference Finals at home. Couldn't sell out their own game. They're bored with them. Now, conversely, I talked about when things are going well, you get all the breaks. Look at the NFL. Money's falling into their lap. I mean, let me tell you something. If the NFL was renting an apartment, they'd feel something in the couch, reach down and find a Rolex. Because the NFL, I mean, first of all, they have these hyped-up rookies in the draft, Reggie Bush, Vince Young. They become stars first year. The Super Bowl ends up being Peyton Manning, the star quarterback in the high-scoring Colts, against the legendary franchise in Chicago, the Bears. The one dead franchise, the New Orleans Saints, get Reggie Bush totally turned around. Super popular Brett Favre. Yeah, I'll play for a couple more years. I mean, take Randy Moss. He could go to any team. He could go and disappear in Jacksonville. Nope. He chooses the New England Patriots. T.O. Does T.O. end up in Seattle or Buffalo or Jacksonville? No. He goes to the Dallas Cowboys. He goes to the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL, I mean, the good stories, they pop up like dandelions in the spring to the NFL. What do you bet Michael Vick gets off? He has to. That's just the way the NFL works. Meanwhile, the NHL working their tails off. They can't get a break. Ottawa in the Stanley Cup Finals. Ottawa, by Canadian standards, is invisible. Okay, by our standards, it might as well be Appleton, Wisconsin, or Chehalis, Washington. And not even on them. You can't even Google Earth it. You can't find it. But that's life. When you're down, when you're hot, you get every break, and when you're down, you can't get off the mat. Even the stories in the NFL, which look really, really negative, like Pac-Man Jones or Ricky Williams, they end up being good for the league because the league has this new conduct policy, and the fans love it. And so even when you have knuckleheads, they get expelled or suspended by the league, which makes the league look good, like it cares about you, the fans. I mean, every time the NFL walks to the grocery store, they look in the bushes and find a Hunsky. They just and by the way, this is the way it's worked in my life. I've told this story on the air before. I struggled for years in Vegas. I graduated college, came from a dysfunctional family, didn't have a lot of cabbage. 2-3 years, totally scrapping. I knew I was okay when I found $100 in a pair of jeans in the dryer, and I forgot about it. I was like, wow. I forgot about, when you're forgetting about a $100 bill as a 23-year-old guy, you're okay. Because a year earlier, I was digging in the couch for orange soda day before payday. So, the NFL gets a divorce. Next day, the newly single model moves next door. That's the NFL. Ottawa in the Stanley Cup Finals. That is just, if you Google Earth Ottawa, what comes up? I mean, it's just, they cannot get a break.